Hi, this is Dr. Ivan Misner, founder of BNI with ivanmisner.com. I've been posting messages on my social media about hope and focus when times are difficult. And as a result, I had someone give me a gift. His gift was a rather harsh critique. He said, in part, "What are you thinking giving people false hope with posts like this?" Now, I call that a gift because it's given me an opportunity to do this video. Now, I want to comment more about his critique in a minute, but before I do that, I want to talk about another message I received from Daniel in Canada. Now, Daniel's comment was much different. He said he appreciated my positive attitude, but he asked for help in understanding what is the positive in not being able to work while being locked down at home with his 3 children needing to be homeschooled. Daniel was unsure, but he was open-minded. I can work with that. This was my answer in part to Daniel. I said, it sounds like you have your hands full. I like to be positive, and I'm also a realist. The situation we're in sucks. That's the technical term. That's what I told Daniel. I said, the Charles Swindoll quote about attitude is the foundation of the approach that I try to enlist. And I've had for many years the Charles Swindoll quote on attitude somewhere in my office. It's now in the little kitchenette back there. I've had it for many, many years. And I'm just going to read a piece of it to you. Swindoll says, "The longer I live, the more I realize the impact of attitude on life. Attitude to me is more important than facts. It's more important than the past, than education, than circumstances, than failures. I am convinced that life is 10% what happens to me and 90% how I react to it. And so it is with you. We are in charge of our attitudes." It's a longer quote. It's a great quote. I highly recommend that you read it all. I sent that to Daniel, and I continued my response to him saying that my spin on this concept is fear versus focus. Rather than get caught up in fear, I try to focus on solutions. I told him, I don't have the answers specific to you, but I do have questions that you can reflect upon. And I gave him these questions, and I suggest that questions like this might be of value to you, the viewer, as well. I asked him, how can you deepen the relationship with your children at this time? What can you do to have fun in teaching them? When they are studying, wouldn't it be a good time for you to study or watch something motivational? Can you find something you've read or watched as a lesson for your children? Who can you offer moral support to during this challenging time? The bottom line here is almost all of us are in the great pause. That's what I like to call it. We're in the great pause. We're stuck at home. We can choose to make the most of it and come out better and stronger, or we can choose to be overcome by it. I choose better and stronger. To do that, I choose to focus on solutions. When I do, I almost always feel better. So let's go back to my critic for a moment, and I will leave him nameless. He and I live with a completely different world view. I believe a positive attitude has little to do with what happens to you. It's more about what you do with what happens to you. Am I giving people false hope? No, absolutely not. Hope is hearing that little voice inside you whispering about what can be when everyone around you is shouting what can't be. Hope is more powerful than fear. Hope plus action leaves fear in the dust. Now, kick up some dust. Just do it from home for a little while. This is Ivan Misner, founder of BNI with ivanmisner.com. Thanks for watching.